Hey everyone. After about 20 years or so of being a show-off, demonstrating my skills for people to watch and see and appreciate, I decided for the year of 2021 to post every single day on YouTube and do less showing and more telling and more explaining and more talking and bantering, more stories, more or less. Now oftentimes a lot of these stories can be pretty bland and boring because it's just me sitting on this couch with a yellow background. But that's kind of part of the challenge for me to get better at something I feel like I've been lacking for most of my performance artist career, is the art of storytelling and of bantering and of using my words in a way that works good for a general audience. So this has been a fantastic year for me so far, and we are officially up to 444 subscribers. Cue the music. And the confetti. Oh yeah. Green screen confetti technology. 444. So I talk a lot about art here on my channel and how enthusiastic I am about being an artist and creating things and so on. And I haven't really done much in the way of creating things as much as I would like to this year, due to how busy I've been with working a very hectic schedule, as well as posting every single day on YouTube does take quite a bit of time and attention and focus. So oh sweet irony, posting on YouTube every single day has been taking away from my time to create more artwork. Well, that's debatable because I define art as creative expression. And when it comes to expressing yourself creatively, everything, literally everything you do, can be considered a form of art. And if you're no stranger to my channel, you know how much I appreciate art and how I appreciate printing up classic pieces of art or memes and things like that and putting them inside of frames. And I just have to share this one with you. This was posted on a friend's page recently, and I just had to print it up, and I'm going to find a nice frame for it and give them a copy because I think it's hilarious. And I actually printed up 2 of them because I thought that it was that funny. But here it is though. This looks like a classic Renaissance style painting of a lady who looks pretty warm, and she's holding a more modern looking oscillating fan. And she just looks like she's just in complete bliss holding this oscillating fan. I really love the irony behind it. A picture is 1,000 words. Do I have to explain why this is awesome? This is just hilarious. I'm gonna put this in some frames and give one to my friend and keep one for myself around the house. Because as someone who has not had air conditioning aside from my wall unit, air conditioning is a privilege. It's something that I just haven't had for about 20 years. I grew up in a house that had ample heat and air conditioning and climate control, and I totally took that for granted. Now you know how much it costs to heat or cool down your home in the winter and the summer. You appreciate it a lot more, and the power of an oscillating fan and making sure none of your body parts touch itself during the hot months is invaluable in keeping yourself nice and cool. So as I said, I've been doing a lot more telling rather than showing, and I think I need to artfully blend the two together as time moves forward here on my channel. I have these ideas to recreate television shows from my youth, or at least not recreate them, but maybe do a spoof or a tribute or a comedic retelling or reversioning, a satirical version perhaps of some of these older television shows. And I want to do them in such a way that doesn't disrespect the original shows, but also brings them back to life and pays proper tribute to them as well. Oh, and it looks like Lucy the cat's joining us. Lucy, come here. Hey, and it's Lucy the cat, ladies and gentlemen. Hey Lucy, listen to that crowd out there. And if you're no stranger to my channel, you know that Lucy the cat has been having problems with her health lately, and it's deeply concerning to me and no doubt to her as well. Currently, her left eye is watering, and she's had an infection in an upper left quadrant of her mouth for a couple of weeks now. There was a tooth apparently that fell out, and the hole got infected, and she's been on a strong regimen of antibiotics for the past 3 weeks, of which we saw remarkable improvements in her. Unfortunately though, the tooth right next to that tooth is experiencing troubles, and we're taking her into the vet tomorrow to get that tooth extracted and then see whether or not there's any other issues in there that are causing the swelling in her face. Lucy happens to be my PR agent, my per agent, and the manager of this channel. She's responsible for a lot of the backline stuff that you just don't see, like the snuggles, the emotional support, stuff like that. And she's what really makes this channel tick and keep going throughout all these months now. So my vet is an incredibly busy man. He works non-stop. He doesn't leave the vet office until every last animal that was scheduled for the day is seen. And he's working on 4th of July, which is tomorrow. Right now it's Saturday, the 3rd. Tomorrow is Sunday, July 4th. And Dr. Francis does not quit working and does not quit helping his animals. And he said he'd see my Lucy first thing in the morning, so I'm going to drop off Lucy tomorrow morning, and Lucy's going to have her tooth pulled, and we'll know more answers about where Lucy's health is going to be going. So I told you a story about Lucy and showed you Lucy right here. Lucy is very, very important animal to me. Lucy has been there for me throughout the past 10 years and has become my best friend as a result. I know it sounds strange to some people. Unless you're a pet owner, you understand probably of having your best friend be an animal. But sometimes all you need is someone who's just around for them to be your best friend. Sometimes there's no words, and sometimes actions can speak louder than words. And when I'm down and depressed, Lucy's actions show genuine love and concern for me whenever I'm not feeling so well, and she comes up and keeps me company. And unfortunately, I feel like I'm not there for her nearly as much as she is for me, because I'm sometimes working 10, 12, even 16-hour days. 3 days a week I do 16-hour shifts. And this poor cat, all alone by herself. But that's all going to change in the near future here. We're going to get a new house. Lucy's going to have a nice retirement home, and I'll be working less hours. And I hope to be working less hours and spending more time with Lucy in her retirement home, and more time creating videos and creating artwork for the whole world to enjoy here on my YouTube channel. At least all 444 subscribers of you out there. But that number keeps growing, and I'm very, very grateful for everyone who watches these videos. Thanks very much for supporting me, folks. And on that note, I think it's time for me to start my day. Thanks very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I know that Lucy appreciates it very much too. Lucy, I gotta say goodbye to the viewers. So with all that being considered, I'm gonna end this video right here, right now with these words, as cheesy as they may be. Please remember to never give up. Unless it's a bad habit, then stop doing it. Do your best. Do your best to the best of your abilities. Just give it your all. Give it your best shot. Stay true to you and who you are and what you stand for. There is so much misinformation and disinformation and just straight up BS out there that there's just no time for you to be deceiving yourself. Be honest with yourself. And as always, folks, be amazing. And what I mean by be amazing is to be the best version of yourself you possibly can be. 444 subscribers. I'm a newer YouTuber. I can't believe it. I'm lucky to be here. Let's see how much more we can grow this. Thanks very much again, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy 4th of July, and bye-bye.